Welcome back, everybody, to the next episode of Avowed. Here we are in the Temple of Eothas. Sorry, there's been a bit of delay, but was a little bit busy. The wife's birthday and some other stuff happening over the weekend. I wasn't able to record an episode, but here we are. The Adrian expedition went missing while exploring a temple of Eothas in northern Dawnshore. Offric, one of the expedition scouts, came back, made his way back to Paradise, found us and said, hey, go find the team, especially my brother Caedmon, and tell me what happened. So we found the temple, we talked our way in, there were some guards outside stopping people from coming in, because the expedition team is down here still, but it's been days and they haven't been back. So Segwin, an Adiran guard, said they brought a bunch of supplies and weapons, so yeah, they were ready for anything here. And so are we. Okay, so I've got my new dagger here. I've got this sweet pistol. We're looking really good. Got some new robes here as well. But these two weapon sets, yeah, this pistol or this dagger that I picked up is really nice. Sheathed in summer. This was off one of the bounties, so very sweet. I can't wait to put it into action. But here we go into the temple. So we've yet to explore this area. And it's overgrown. Now remember, Eothas is one of the gods, and in this world, the gods can manifest themselves in an avatar form on in the actual world with everybody else. And Eothas did just that and rampaged across.
Guess we're on the right track.
Rampaged across the
looking for. It wasn't just treasure.
The region of the Deadfire. He rampaged across the Deadfire and killed a bunch of people, and so people really not happy with Eothas right now. Nobody really knows why these gods do these things. Let's see if I can go behind here. No, okay, just making sure. So Kai said that's an Adiran spear. This guy's found some blood. Now I don't know what's going on here. Might be some kind of puzzle. Something obviously broken. Oh, and I see skeletons in there. So right away, we've got a branching path here. Let's go see what's up here first, I think. Spring berries? Wow.
Bugs. Never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
Things like this remind me why I came to the Living Lands in the first place.
This is an incredible... Oh, the voice in my head. Something stirs here. Okay. Yeah, it's amazing, this place. So this is the Temple of Eothas. Now remember, Eothas, I don't know, the god of like a bunch of different things, which I can't remember. I'm sure we'll be reminded shortly. Wow, so it's just a big lake down there. I obviously can't get down there. Holy cow. Grenades here? A wagon with supplies. Okay, let's keep going this way. Looks like there's more stuff down there.
Blood and a broken tripwire. Maybe Offric's squad passed through here.
Oh. Yeah, there's the tripwire. And blood. Somebody got wrecked by a trap. So this temple is obviously trapped as well. I'm not surprised. I would imagine they don't like visitors. Now, there's supposed to be a god touched. Is that what they're called? Like me. My character has these weird scars on his face because he's touched by the gods. Most people thought the gods touched folks or disappeared from the land, but
All the way down here. Gods. No one knew that was down here.
crazy.
Jewels, whispers of searing light.
Oh wow. Which statue are they referring to here? That one down there in the middle? Yeah, this has all been down here for a long time. There's been one mad priest. Apparently he's in possession of some sort of powerful relic. And that's why the expedition team came down here. We learned that in the in Paradise. I can't recall his name. It doesn't tell me on the quest itself. Found signs of recent passage through the cave system, muddy footprints, and triggered traps. It could be the adherents. Again, I could go back to that original room. It seems like I'm delving deeper and deeper here. Maybe I shouldn't be. Oh yeah, I see some enemies over there. There's a forager. So Zarip have made their way down here. Should I backtrack? This is a large area to explore. I'm gonna actually backtrack and go to that room right at the beginning, because the gate was not all the way down. We could definitely sneak in there, and I think perhaps the adherents busted it open. Because it looked like the mechanism that was holding it was broken. Yeah, there's nothing I can do to interact with these, but this one clearly has been knocked down. That is strange. I can't do anything with it. Oh, can I not get under here? I thought I could crawl under here, but I guess not. It's not quite low enough. What would I have to hit that with? Maybe I just have to blast it with magic. Sorry, Kai, that almost hit you. Oh, that guy's attention. Oh, shit. Can these guys get through here, though? Oh, he's gonna throw stuff. Oh! What a throw! Under the gate? Holy shit. I don't think we can get in there. Huh. There must be a way to do it? Oh my lord, but I'm not sure what it is. Can't really damage that thing. I mean, it says I'm doing damage to it, but that's not... I'm not doing damage to it. Okay, never mind. I thought I could sneak under there. I'm probably gonna have to do this, after. Okay. My bad. I thought for a second I could... Because, you know, I just wanted to explore the ways that they don't want me to go first, right? So I figured, okay, this might not be the way they want me to go. It might be that room, and then we come down here. It's like, oh no, clearly this is the way we're supposed to be headed. So let's go back and try. But yeah, that room I can't get in, or if I can, I don't know how. Yeah.
Around them. We can fight if you're feeling itchy.
Oh yeah. Wait, was there another one? Can't even see. Oh, is he sleeping? Oh. Well, if I can one-shot this guy. Oh shit. Kai, get him. Marius, tangle him. There we go. Oh, this dagger is nice. Holy crap. Okay, get some of that. A Zarip den here? Jeez, it just keeps going. Let's go back here and make sure we don't miss anything. Some gold. Nothing else. Just their little layer in here. Okay. Zarips. Makes me it makes me wonder about that first quest. We met that girl who was like soul bonded or whatever to a Zarip. Oh, there's a guard. Okay. There we go. Man, that is a crazy ability. Silver. Oh, I'm almost at level 8 as well. Yeah, because I hit him with the God's Touch. He's just like pulsating. Okay, I can break that wall. I can also break this wall. Wow, this place is massive. I was not expecting this huge wide open area. I thought we were going to be going through confined corridors and things like that, like an underground temple. See some more Zarups over there. So that's where I came down. I mean, I really should go through here. Oh, I could just jump over, so I didn't actually have to break that. Okay, I don't see anything else here. Was that the way I came? It is. So I guess I could have gone down that way. So yeah, I could have avoided these guys if I really wanted to, but why not kill them? They're evil. And they drop loot. Okay, so these things all kind of link together. I didn't miss anything else out here. Wow. The tangle is crazy. This overgrowth covering the entire temple. It's been more aggressive recently. The living lands, the lands themselves, you know, just encroach on everything. You know, it's funny. I live in Vancouver, Canada, and sometimes it feels like the living lands here. It's insane how quickly stuff grows here because it's a rainforest. It's a temperate rainforest, not a tropical rainforest. Ooh, letter. Letter to Carload? Carload, I can find no more use to put my talents in our pitiless land, so I must go. The water freezes. I create art from it. The water melts, my art dissolves. The water freezes again. This cycle once brought me peace. I looked upon my work and was comforted by its impermanence, and in the impermanence of all things. I took comfort in Rimgrand's promise of the end. Rimmergand? But even the ice carver is not impervious to the cold, and the new wind that blows from the north, from Ukaizo, from the cracks in the in-between, chills me to my bones. There's something wrong in the world, Lodha, and not even your bright smile can set this cycle to rights. I head to the living lands. The vitality that fled my art is gathering there, condensing. Now a new chill rises in the land. A great conflict is coming, and our master will need its harbingers at his side. If Vatnir returns, tell him to come, but my love, I beg you, do not follow us. To serve our God most faithfully, I must believe you're still alive. Wow. Lexi. Who is Lexi? Is Lexi one of the people in the expedition? I mean, we're finding this letter in a backpack. An ice carver. I create art from it. Maybe some kind of mage or something. But Ukaizo, I keep hearing about this place. This is the ruined city of the ancients that Eothas rampaged through, or he wanted to get there, or there was a big battle fought there, or something where I don't know. And it's in the Dead Fire. From the cracks in the in-between, capital letters. Is that the in-between that I've been to when I died? Maybe. Oh. Oh shit, some enemies just saw me. Okay, let's pull out our ranged weapons here. Oh man, they saw me from all the way over there? Let's go. Come on guys, where's Kai? Oh. Oh, I shouldn't step in that water, holy cow. Okay, there's a book here. Daily Affirmations of Focus and Efficiency. All errors can be reforged into lessons. Abaddon rebuilt himself from ruin. No setback is insurmountable, not even death itself, so long as the soul is dedicated to the task. Work hard, work well. Abaddon demands only honest labor and forthright service. All errors can be reforged if your first intentions are pure. All ignorance can be reforged into knowledge. Master your craft, excel at what you've been trusted to do. Do not offend your teacher by remaining a student forever. Each generation must forge its successors. Teach your trade to all who are willing to learn, and in doing so, multiply the fruits of your knowledge. All difficulties can be reforged into triumphs. Meet strife with humility and acceptance. Let adversity temper the ingot of your will, and you will never shatter. Embrace your station, fulfill the duties of your rank, and meddle not in the affairs of your betters. All guilds fail at their weakest link. All loss can be reforged into strength. Profitable work heals all emptiness. So long as you have the tools of your trade, you'll always be able to forge wealth anew. Value the works of others, and they will value your works in return. Share the harvest with the hungry and your tools with the destitute. All souls can be reforged into whatever we will. Hard work is not exclusive to life. Death is no time for complacency. Commit yourself to excellence in this cycle and the next. Daily affirmations of focus and efficiency. Yeah, those are pretty good. Okay, what? Oh, wow. Okay. Crazy.
You're not my brother.
Oh, that's Caedmon. No, I'm not.
I got to be dreaming. Oh gods, am I dead?
Well, I was surprised to find this guy alive.
Spirit, have you come to take me to Galloway's side?
Chill out.
Kid's in bad shape, but he's not too far gone. I think we can help him.
I'm not ready. I've never even touched a girl. It's not fair.
Intellects, my super intellect here. Kai Marius, we can't let this kid die a virgin. Can you help him? What? I'm not sure what he's implying there. That's bizarre. Give him a healing potion. Let's get you back on your feet. Use Dream Touch to heal him. Toughen up, kid. I'm not wasting my supplies on you. Toughen up. This is hilarious. I just want to say this to see how they reply. Okay. I assume he's saying take him to the whorehouse or something. I don't know. Take him to a brothel? Or is he implying, like, have some sexual relations with him right now before he dies? I kind of want to heal him. I could just use Dream Touch. I think that's better.
Oh, that's the creepiest sensation I ever felt in my life. Like vines were growing all through me.
If it works,
Vines of
don't
strength.
question it. And look, your wounds are closing up already.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I feel leagues better.
Yeah.
I thought for sure
You're
were
welcome.
coming to take me back to the wheel.
I might still do that.
What you doing down here?
I could ask you the same question. Are you with the Expedition Corps? I know who he is. Offrix sent us after you. Where's the rest of your team?
He actually made it. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure he'd come through. And he sent the Emperor's fucking envoy. Damn. Am I ever glad to meet you?
Oh, they recognize me.
Focus.
I love Kai.
Where are they?
Right. Those assholes.
Oh.
Went on without me after I got hurt. We'll
Well,
come
yeah.
back for you once we've got the relic, Admin. Honest.
That might have saved your life.
Yeda was probably hoping I'd croak so she wouldn't have to tell our freak how she abandoned me. All she cares about is that oracle and his relic. She's probably just a big old dog bone if you ask me. It's probably still down there, fiddling with the statue. You must have seen it on your way in.
I'll go speak with the Oracle then. Anything I need to know about the Oracle? Tell me about Yeda.
Our captain, she's... I don't know. I don't want to talk out of turn.
Relax.
I'm
You're
asking
not the
you.
first person to have a bad commander.
It's not like that. I mean, it didn't used to be. Yeda's not been quite herself lately. I've always known her to be cautious, careful. Now she charges forward recklessly. And she pushes us as hard as she pushes herself. And that's how I got hurt.
Has she been short-tempered? Distracted?
Yeah? When we make camp, she has these terrible dreams. Wakes us all up with her screaming and muttering.
Whoa,
Can't be sure,
the
but
Dream Scourge.
Sounds like the Dream Scourge to me.
And she's being reckless. Oh, wow. Anything I need to know about the Oracle?
I doubt I know much more than you do.
Yeah, a godlike. That's what I was saying before, not god touched.
Just like him.
Yeah.
Come on, kid. Don't get starstruck now.
Well, he's touched by Eothas, right? And he's supposed to be old, like
Hundreds of years old.
And I don't mean elf old, he's extra old, like Eothas has been keeping him alive or something.
Wow.
Great. He's old. Anything else?
They used to receive pilgrims, but only the ones who could make it in. This place, it's like a trial.
Right.
Yeah. We've seen the same traps and crumbling buildings you have.
And he's building something. A statue of Eothas.
So that's
I
what
think.
the statue is
Well,
for.
I don't know what
Statue
for.
of Eothas.
I mean, after all Eothas did in the Deadfire.
Yeah.
People don't come here anymore.
The god manifested, rampaged through the Deadfire. Lots of people died. I think my character looks awesome in this light. I love that white eye we gave him. He looks awesome. I'll go speak with the Oracle then. He's a much better looking version of myself. I try and make myself in every game that I play, at least feature-wise. Baldur's Gate 3, I decided to go in a different direction. I love my Baldur's Gate 3 character, but...
Promise, I'll take it slow. Hey, Envoy, for what it's worth, I really thought I was gonna die down here.
Yeah. Given the extent of your injuries, you certainly would have.
It's a lucky thing you found me then.
Lucky for you. I'll see you back in Paradise, Caveman. Well, anyway, I should go. Yeah, see you back in Paradise.
Yeah. You got those assholes to save and everything. I hope they're better off than I.
Well, the dream-scourged captain of his expedition corps I might not save. We'll see. Okay, find the Adiran expedition team. So, you found Caedmon, the scout, in the Godless Ruins. Said the expedition went deeper into the cave system. I healed him and sent him back to the embassy. Speak to the Oracle. One of the scouts believes Sargamis, the Oracle of his name is Sargamis. Oh, he didn't mention his name. Find the Oracle. Yeah, okay. You were getting drunk, weren't you? You weren't even hurt. You were just wasted. Ooh, healing potions. Very nice. What is that? Huh. Nothing here. This is weird. I wanna... They're just lanterns. Okay, I mean, obviously I want to find my way into that secret room. I thought maybe that thing would, like, teleport me to the other one or something. I don't know.
Seems like a good kid.
Oh, well, that's pretty easy.
Glad we could give him a hand.
Okay.
Maybe one that Juliana's girls. He's gonna have a hard time getting out of here.
One of Juliana's
At
girls.
least we gave him a fighting chance.
Yeah, he's gonna be fine.
The kid said the expedition team went deeper, looking for the Oracle.
Yeah.
I imagine the Oracle has something to do with that creepy statue we saw before.
Yeah.
Maybe we should take a look.
I somehow didn't see the statue. I think it was all the way at the bottom in the distance, but I could barely make it out. History of the Living Lands 1. Origin. Living lands do not exist, but certainly there's an island. Certainly there are valleys, there are rivers, lakes, and mountains. There are trees and fungi in abundance. Taken together, these do not constitute... Do these not constitute the living lands? I will concede that they constitute the description of a continent, that this continent lies north of the equator, and that this continent is equidistant from Adir and Rautai. Okay. I will concede that this continent is real so long as you and I walk upon it. We call this island the living lands, but the living lands is merely a descriptor of its attributes. Yeah. A list of attributes does not alone make up a place. I believe that for a place to become real, it must have a name. For a name to be real, it must have a history. History confers meaning, and meaning is given to a name by its namer. But the living lands cannot be this island's name, because I have traveled its breadth, climbed its peaks, and delved its countless depths. And I have discovered that the living's lands has no namer at all. Unless the words we use to describe this continent, the living lands, were given to us by the godless. Unless these words have a meaning only they could comprehend. Unless these words have a history only they could know. And the Haecity, the thisness of this place, was lost with them. So this is the living lands, this continent, this island is what we call the living lands, but it might have been the name from the godless. The godless were the ones who were here long before anybody else, right? Nothing else here. Broken machinery? Can't even tell what's in there, but let's crack this bad boy. Pelt? Brigandine armor? Sure. Oh, and I'm over encumbered. Okay, so it's time to break some of this stuff down. Plate armor, brigandine. Let's break down some of this stuff. So, break down, break down, break down, break down. Oh, whoops. Wow, I'm getting tons of branches and other stuff. I should be, softwood branch, wow. I should be breaking this stuff down more often rather than selling it. It all depends what you need. I have a lot of gold here. I don't need as much gold. Can I? Oh, I can't break these down. Ooh, and I should just equip this while I'm next to my companions here and slowly regenerate essence. I've got to remember though, when I loot stuff, I should switch to that other one and get 20% more gold. Okay, and that's where we were looking in, so there's nothing else here. Weird symbols on the wall. Let's go find the expedition here. Now, we know there's Zarups here. Multiple. A forager, a regular Zarup. Okay, let's get down here if we can. Can definitely stealth that guy. I just want to see where the other guy ended up going. He was up above. I'm hearing something. Hearing treasure around here. Oh, it must be just that dead body there. Wait a minute. I didn't have the shield equipped here. Yeah, wait a minute, wait a minute. This was... this. And this was this. There we go. I clicked the dagger by accident. There we go. Now I have access to my spells. I think I can stab this guy in the back. Okay, I don't think that guy heard me. Okay, let's equip my other swollen net. There we go. Yeah, get 15 instead. It's pretty good. Okay, that's gonna get other people's attention, I think. No? Nobody else here. Nice. Okay, I can definitely jump over there. Oh god! Oh, I slipped! Oh, thank god. I pushed the wrong button. I'm an idiot. My, I went to check something on the other screen. I was about to anyway, and my thumb slipped off the spacebar. Pro moves here. Another chest. Spider leg and a hauberk. Could probably break down that hauberk. Break it down. I should break down this stupid plate armor as well. So, 21 out of 168. Yeah, we have barely any inventory space being taken up here. Okay, so I fell down there. I came up from there. So let's go this way. Ah. Inquisitor's request. Captain Yeda, the relic you seek is but one of the many thorns in the rotten heart of this land. Claim it for Aedir, and should its efficiency be confirmed, efficacy be confirmed, you will be appropriately rewarded. Inquisitor Ludwin. So Ludwin herself sent this expedition to get this relic, because she doesn't want it.
Didn't realize the head of the stable was into antiques.
Yeah. Okay, good to know. And we got an update here. Found a note belonging to the leader of the expedition and suggests they came here at the request of Inquisitor Ludwin, not the ambassador. I assumed the ambassador, the Aediran ambassador, was the one who sent them here. But apparently not. Okay, get this stuff off there. Interesting. Okay, nothing else here. Wow, look at this place. So where's this big statue that this guy was working on? I didn't actually quite make it out.
Be ready for anything.
Is that the oracle? Okay, that's the statue. Yeah, it was all the way down at the bottom. That's the statue of Eothas. Okay, I mean, I could talk to this guy. I could also take a look around first. I think I should...
Can it be? Come,
My brother.
stand in the light. Let me look at you.
Because I'm a god touched or whatever? I'm a god like? Wow, look at this guy. Holy shit, what are you?
It has been too long. I had feared I was the last of us. But you... Oh, the very sight of you is a balm for the soul. I am the Oracle Sargemus, servant of the once shining god. He whose light has...
Eothas, the one shining god?
What brings you to this sacred space?
Eothas, yeah, the once shining god. That must be who he's referring to. The god of rebirth, redemption, dawn, spring, and light. Yeah, and then this he manifested himself in this person, Waidwen, who became an avatar of Eothas and was almost indestructible. But eventually they killed him, and then we don't know what happened to the god, and we don't know what happened to him there, actually. So what brings you here? I'm looking for an expedition of my countrymen. Did they pass this way? I heard there was a temple of Eothas in this cave. Did you build this statue? You're really a godlike. I mean, yeah, he looks wild. You build this?
Indeed. It has been my obsession.
Answer a question with a question. I don't want to give him any
Hewn by
information.
my own hands from stone in Ardra, and no small degree of melancholy.
Wow, so he built
I
it.
suspect it will be my last great labor before this body is returned to the earth, and I am returned to my god.
Wow. Are you dying? Why a statue? Are you dying?
If I am, it is from an affliction that death will not cure. But no, brother. I am only very old.
So I heard.
My light is waning.
Oh.
As Eothas' essence leaves the world, I am leaving with him. His essence has kept me alive for centuries, and soon we will enter the longest night.
Wow. Essence. Purple haze lingers in the way of death. Not everyone can perceive it. Animancers capture essence to power their devices. Study the spiritual world. Watchers can see it. Huh. I'm looking for an expedition of my countrymen. I heard there was a temple. You're really a godlike. You mentioned you're very old?
Indeed, my soul has dwelled in this form for centuries, beyond even the lifespan of the longest-lived elf. My lord Eothas inspired my birth in the same year the kingdom of Adir was founded.
Wow.
You might say my birth heralded the empire you now serve.
That was over 600 years ago. You must have witnessed some unbelievable things.
Many, yes. Some that inspired awe, others dread. For a time, I proselytized among the colonists who first settled Glanfath. I held the door of my parish church against an onslaught of Glanfathan raiders, and I watched them fall prostrate before my light. I tended the wounded in the Broken Stone War, the War of Black Trees, the War of Defiance, and in many wars that were never given the dignity of a name, and since have been forgotten.
Crazy.
I can hardly recall them anymore.
You spent a long time in the Deerwood. What made you stay? Did you ever meet Saint Waidwen? He's a saint? Why haven't you died yet? What made you stay in the Deerwood?
Deerwood has been a troubled place since the very moment of its inception. Conflicts erupted as regularly as spring flowers, to bloom and die as swiftly. So, there is always some dark corner in need of light, if you'll indulge me in the metaphor. Truthfully, I had been jailed for proselytizing in Colklin, and it was to the colonies I was exiled. So it was the Deerwood or death. I had nowhere else to go.
So he was proselytizing. He was preaching, basically. Eothas, I guess? That was over 600 years
About
ago.
630, yes.
Wow,
Give
so that's how
or
old he
take
is.
A decade. One does lose count.
Did you ever meet Saint Waidwin?
Is that what they're
Yeah,
calling him?
I haven't heard him called that yet until I
heard
just
the
said that.
man that was Widewin speak.
Widewin.
Was but a farmer.
Yeah, he was a farmer,
He
the
had a
god.
presence even then. Furious.
Oh.
Incandescent. It was astonishing, his power.
So a charismatic
I
farmer.
wonder, had my lord already made a home in his body by then?
Or maybe it was the touch
Did
of the
my
god.
lord share with Widewin his plans to wage a pointless, bloody war while wearing the poor man's face?
Yeah.
What a grave injustice. To have your body stolen and be made into a saint.
Yeah.
Tragic Widewin. Pitiable Widewin. I grieve for what became of him.
Interesting. So he's a worshipper. He's a god touched or whatever, godlike of Eothas, and yet he condemns what Eothas did. He's saying, yeah, like it's a horrible injustice what happened to that guy, Widewin. Which the thing that happened to him was that Eothas put himself inside and became that guy and used him to be his avatar on Earth. That is wild. Do you wish it had been you who was made a saint?
God help me.
No, I don't.
I do.
Oh, he does. Wow, what the hell? So why haven't you died yet?
That is a question for my lord. I have asked him many times, but even when he spoke to me, he would not say. I suspect it is his essence that has kept me alive. And now that he has abandoned this world, well, I soon expect to die.
Crazy. So Eothas, nobody really knows what happened to him after his defeat in the Dreadfire. We don't know how he was defeated. We just know that his rampage ended and he disappeared from this world? Crazy. He talked to you?
In prayer, in dreams, as I ate and loved and labored, his voice was a constant murmuring in my ear.
Wow.
But when I spoke to him, he never did reply.
You sure you're not
So,
schizophrenic?
Do not mistake his talking for a conversation. He only wanted to be heard.
He almost has this disdain for his god and then at the same time a fanatical devotion to him. It's so weird. Are you afraid to die?
Not anymore.
Why would you tell me all this?
Because you are my brother.
Because I'm godlike?
And I want someone to know.
I'm looking for an expedition of my countrymen. I heard there was a temple of Eothas in this cave.
Be welcome, for you have found it. People like you and I once sought this place in moments of spiritual turmoil, when the world and our souls could not find rest. Moments of war, famine, massacres, when those such as us are called upon to speak the gods' wills and to lead. But I have seen not one of us these last 3 years, and it is rare indeed that pilgrims come to pray.
Right, because Eothas
Perhaps
is...
our meeting now is the work of immortal hands. I pray that it is so.
Providence. Why would godlikes visit this temple and not the temples of their patron god? Yeah, because we don't know, when you're a godlike, you know that you're touched by a god, but you don't know which one. Like, we don't know who the god that decided to touch us is, right? And what that means. We have some powers because of it, but we don't know anything else, right? But yeah, not a lot of people worshipping Eothas because what he did in the Dreadfire, and yeah, that really turned a lot of people against him. So why would godlikes visit here?
God
Specifically.
Such a meager word for us, who are the gods' eyes and ears and hearts. We are the phenomena through which the gods experience the world. We are as like the gods as a finger is like a man. You and I and our raptured brethren, we are the gods themselves.
That's all very poetic, but it doesn't answer the question. Is this place special to godlikes?
It had been once, when we were legion, but no longer. Our kind came here to find fellowship and understanding, in a world determined to bend us to its purposes.
Wow. So it was a godlike community that was here? In the living lands. I've wondered what purpose the Emperor had in naming me his envoy. Why should we need fellowship? Okay. Yeah.
This
What purpose
is a
did he
heavy
have?
burden you carry, to be beloved of both a god and a god among men. I imagine one cannot help but wonder. Did he elevate you for your skills and knowledge, your strengths, your accomplishments,
Or
for what you are? You and I are instruments of a divine will. In choosing you to be his envoy, your emperor ennobles his purpose and tarnishes yours.
I'm looking for an expedition of my countrymen. Did they pass this way? You're really a godlike,
I
yeah.
am as you are, though I do not care for the word. Eothas the Dawn Treader is my lord and patron. If you will forgive me saying so, I am surprised to meet you here.
Oh?
Even before the vanishing of our kind, it had been some years since a child of Galawain came to speak with me. And I have never seen a member of the Lord of the Hunt's coterie whose visage resembles yours.
Lord of the Hunt? That's because I'm not a godlike of Galawain. So what did he say? Even before the vanishing of our kind, it has been some years since a child of Galawain came to speak with me. Galawain's the god of the hunt, assassins, pursuit, wilderness, and predatory creatures. He takes the form of a fur-clad hunter flanked by hunting dogs, giant cats, or other animal companions. Those who call upon Galawain favor the survival of the strong and the culling of the weak. A child of Galawain? Is he implying that that's my patron god? Lord of the Hunt. He thinks I'm a Galawain. Yeah, I'm not a godlike of Galawain. How do I know? Galawain godlikes from Aedir look different. Lie, because I don't know which god is touching me. I'm not a godlike of Galawain, though.
Oh, of course.
Why would he
I
assume
should
that?
not have assumed. I have
Don't
had the
assume
great
my
privilege
god,
to
okay,
speak
bro?
with thousands of our kind during my long life.
Thousands.
And you do not resemble a single one of them. But if not Galawain, I cannot imagine who else among the Pantheon might have blessed you.
Why can't you imagine that? It could be any god. What? If not Galawain, you can't imagine who else? Truthfully, I don't know which god is my patron. Could it be Eothas? Hope not. I don't know which god's my patron.
My relationship with my lord has oftentimes been the one succor through difficult seasons of my life. I hope that when you find your patron, it is the same for you.
Well, I hope he keeps me alive
May I
for 600
ask,
years.
As a god's child, did your earthly parents love you?
Oh. They revered me. It was different from love. I believe they cared for me in their way. They kept their distance. I think I frightened them. They were ashamed of me. They worried for me ceaselessly. It felt like a burden I felt like a burden to them. Why?
As I near the end of my life, my attention turns to my earliest days, to my family, my lord, and to love. I wonder if my parents could have loved me better if I had been less like myself and more like them. I wonder if I could have loved them more if I had not so dearly loved my lord. I wonder if that hurt them. I wonder why our holy parents made us as we are. Do we have any freedom in the face of our gods? Did they make us to love them? And if we do so love our gods, why do we not simply kill our bodies to be closer to them? Can we ever be close enough to what we love in them to satisfy our longing? Can we ever get far enough from what we loathe in them to satisfy our disgust? My lord will break my heart so long as I love him. And I will always love him. But I am selfish. I do not want to die heartbroken.
Crazy. So this is totally up to me, obviously. How do I want to construct my childhood here? They worried for me. Because they knew I was different.
This world is cruel to us. And tragic how that cruelty often begins at home.
Indeed. So why did the gods vanish godlikes from the world?
There are many theories, which the holy and learned of Eora have only just begun to argue. But you did
So
not
no one
ask
knows.
me for theories. Frankly, I do not know for certain. However, I believe the gods are preparing for war.
War? A war against each other?
A war of all against all.
What?
A struggle between destiny and design. Who yokes the soul of the world? Whose machinations turn the wheel? Who acts and whom is acted upon? That is the ultimate power, brother. The only power there is to decide the fate of another and to make it so. For so long as we have lived, it is the gods who have decided for us. But change is possible, if we are brave enough to want it. And Kith have lately grown very brave indeed.
Wow. This guy is a conundrum. I don't understand. So he's essentially saying there's a war coming between everybody and the gods because, you know, the gods controlling our fates since day one. People are kind of getting sick of that shit. And they're starting to control their own fates. Maybe that's what's causing the gods to recall all their godlikes in preparation for a war? The Kith, the mortals, have grown more brave, meaning more self-reliant. Like, they don't need the gods anymore. Maybe that's causing the gods to die off or something bad to happen to them? Huh. I've been hearing a voice in my head since I arrived on this island. Could it be my god?
I suppose it's not impossible.
This guy's very knowledgeable,
the
so
gods typically
600
make
years
themselves
old.
known to us in our earliest days,
Mm.
before we have left the comfort of the womb.
Whoa.
They are present in our hearts and mind before, well, before we even have a notion of I at all. I am sorry. Yours is an unusual case.
Wow.
Tell me, this voice in your head, do you want it to be your god?
No. It would be a relief to finally know who I am. I want to know I'm not going mad. If it's not my god, I don't know what else it could be. Yeah.
Other than a symptom of madness, you mean?
Okay, I didn't want to say the M
You
word.
do not seem especially troubled. No more than any Kith subject to life's uncertainties.
Yeah, I'm
As
remarkably
to what the
well
voice
adjusted.
is, if it is unlikely to be a god, I cannot say. It may be a particularly powerful soul attempting to control you, or the echoes of a past life. Perhaps it is the sending of an archmage, or some ancient construct of Engwithin make.
Engwithin?
Or
Engwith? What's
it may
Engwith?
just be the beginnings of the Dream Scourge.
Oh no.
Whatever this voice is, I suspect only an expert in souls can say.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking for the Watcher. Okay, let me just see that. What is that? Engthwain? What is... Engwithian. Engwithans were an ancient society that vanished from Eora. Another ancient society? Today they're remembered for their grand architecture and deep knowledge of soul manipulation. They left vast ruins and intricate machines all over the known world, but what became of them at the height of their power remains a mystery. But they are different than the godless Engwithian. Huh. Okay, now tell me about the expedition here.
Expedition? I'm afraid
See what
I
happens.
don't understand.
Right. Maps, ropes, pitons, rugged boots, water for days, people down here looking for stuff.
I am familiar with the concept.
He didn't meet them?
tomb raiding and the like. What troubles me is why they would come here. These ruins are not so different from the many others on this island, except that they are a good deal more treacherous.
They came for you.
And this representation of Eothas we stand before, it is the work of my own hands. They could not hope to move it.
It's not what they're
I
after.
don't know what their purpose is here.
Perception. Do you really expect me to believe you haven't seen them? There's only one way through this place. They were searching for a relic you're rumored to keep here.
It's a reasonable question, I'll grant you. You must understand, this place has seen so few visitors for so long that I often retreat into my private quarters to read, you understand.
So he's saying he
Or
was
pray, or
oblivious
sleep.
to this expedition coming
Age
through. He
has
might have
me
been...
slow. I tire easily.
Oh.
I sleep now more hours than I wake.
Really?
They could have already come and gone, and I would be none the wiser. In any case, you haven't told me what it was they searched for.
Wow, something
Or
seems
do
odd
you
about
not
that.
know?
So he's saying he's tired these days. He sleeps, he reads, he prays, maybe he was sleeping when they came through. That sounds so contrived. Well, I'm gonna tell him they're searching for a relic.
The splinter of Eothas.
Yeah, that's what I've heard it referred to
I
as.
suppose it was too much to hope they were here to examine these exquisite ruins. Truly, it is their loss.
What is this relic exactly?
The splinter of Eothas is
A
a sliver of shinbone from my
shinbone?
lord's titan body. It was carved from his skeleton many centuries ago. Yet long after the gods left this mortal world to claim their dominion in the beyond, the splinter is infused with the very essence of my lord's power. To illuminate without fire, to heal without injury, and to speak without voice.
Where do you keep it? I might find them there.
It rests in a shrine deep within this temple complex, beyond the reach of looters, visitors.
Oh, he
or
doesn't even have
indeed
access to it.
myself.
Really?
The path to the relic has fallen to ruin. Some sections are flooded, and others are infested with all manner of creatures. Although, perhaps you might assist me with that.
I am pretty good at slaying creatures.
Here it comes.
You see, this construction beside us is no mere statue. It's a
Oh,
reliquary I have built to house the splinter of Eothas in its appropriate grandeur.
he was gonna put the splinter in the
It
statue?
is nearly complete, and ready for the splinter to be interred. But I can no longer reach the relic on my own.
Yeah, you should have thought of that.
Return it to me, and who knows, perhaps you will meet your expedition along the way.
Yeah, he doesn't seem too perturbed that we basically told him that this expedition was here to rob the splinter of his god. And we might do the same, but okay. I'll be back before you can say 10 praise Eothases. Okay, I'll return shortly.
I am most grateful. Oh, and please refrain from touching my statue or devices. May light illuminate your path, brother.
Wow. Retrieve the relic. Okay, so I could get the relic for this guy. It's quite a place he lives in here. And he's got some weird contraptions going. Huh. Lots of machinery and stuff. I don't know what's powering this. These pink crystals? Should probably avoid the burn mark on the floor. I'm gonna head this way. Definitely something there.
Leave those be. They protect my devices.
Ah, they protect his devices, huh? I wonder if I can break those. I'm still gonna take a look around here, even though he said not to. Nothing here. Let's save it. I don't want to piss him off.
Careful, please.
So I see a cable running up there. Okay, see, he's connected a bunch of stuff to the statue, it looks like. Boy, a bunch of symbols on those things. I don't know. That looks sketchy. That looks like this guy's gonna come to life or something, Frankenstein style. What is this? Missing the splinter. Yeah, we put the splinter in there. I wonder if this guy's gonna come to life. Grog? Sargamis's journal. 2828 Priestu. He is gone, but he's still with me. What form should a reliquary take that is fit to hold the splinter? Were I in High Crown still, I would petition the church for ivory, gems, and gold, for this remnant of his holy body is worth all the wealth of the Empire and more. Being as I am sequestered here, I'll make do instead with the wealth of the land, granite from the tallest peaks, clay from the fertile riverbeds, and trunks from the most aged trees. I must work without ceasing until it is done. The memory of my lord cannot endure delay. Terestu, different month. He's beginning to take shape. I thought at first a sanctuary would be appropriate, a temple within this temple of the godless. But when I prayed over my plans for the building's reconstruction, I received a vision of Eothas as titan as it has existed in its time. A body of strange flesh and bone, hundreds of feet tall, astride the land with the Pantheon at his side, facing down the forces of chaos, like 11 colossal ships of the line. There are 11 gods? What crisis manifested them and inspired them to act? I know not, but I shall remake him as he was, in my own fashion. Next year. He's complete, but the statue I've made is inert, lifeless, dull. The work of my hands does not dignify the splinter. There's something deficient in it, and in me. I must destroy it and begin again. Later that year, he's made anew. His effigy is formed from granite, clay, and wood still, but they shelter now a precious Adra core. It glimmers even in the low light of this cavern's ceaseless evenings. He brings the dawn to this penumbral place, as the light of his attention once brought to my soul. In the Empire, they celebrate Spring Dawn today, or they would have prior to the Saints' War. I wonder, what of him remains in the beyond after his dissolution at Ukaizo? Ukaizo's where he was defeated, yeah. I long to be with him again. What if I did not have to wonder? Oh boy. So now he's going, wait a minute, maybe I can be with him again. Maybe I can bring him back to life. Oh boy. I really don't want him to come back to life here, but... okay, interesting. I don't think I can break that down. Let's go up here. What is that? Electric lily seed, okay. Huh. Yeah, I mean, look at these things connected to him. I am certain that he's gonna come to life at some point. Nothing here. Another one up here.
These devices are fragile.
Source fresh lumber. Reminder. Nile only seems to be able to source rotten lumber, and the contemptible stuff cannot withstand the damp of this cavern. I must find someone who can fell and hew fresh trees, or my fragile generators will be at the mercy of the Zaryps. Little bastards are remarkably curious. So, yeah, he got some wood to cover these up, and I just broke them open. Huh. Very interesting, and this must be his personal quarters here. Or on our way to his personal quarters. Nothing in there. Oh. Sounds like something's up there. How do I get up there? Oh. Okay. That healing potion. Yeah. Okay. Crafting materials. This is where he was doing a lot of his work. A History of the Living Lands 2, Lacuna. What are we to make of the absence of the Engwithans from the Living Lands? So the Engwithans are the ancient people, the godless. They must be the same group. I think often of the hundreds of years I spent in the Eastern Reach. In all my time there, never once were the ruins of Engwith out of my sight. A trio of their standing stones loomed from a peak of a nearby hill through my bedroom window, and the long shadows of their machines fell every day over my church. Their machines. The roads we trod were their roads, and the walls that divided up our land were their walls. Their temples became our markets. Our fields were littered with their tools. No mountain nor river nor forest could stop their building, and with their technology they mastered the world. The Engwithans laid the foundation of Eora. We, the living, are merely the skin atop their bones. But they never made it to the Living Lands. How can that be so? So the Engwithans are some other ancient people whose ruins are all over Eora? But the godless are the ones who made it here. Engwithans never made it to the Living Lands. Okay. Okay. Very interesting stuff. Let's go down here. Okay. Barred door here. Okay.
Bridge has collapsed up ahead. My gut says that's the way to the relic.
Okay, I trust your gut, Marius. He thinks it's that way. Okay, so I'm not going to go this way yet. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything out here, like this. Letter to Sargamus. So this is a letter to that guy. Sargamus, it's been some time since your last correspondence, and I do hope that you're still well. Have the materials and spare equipment from my lab proven reliable? You know how temperamental and finicky old equipment gets. I swear these machines have souls of their own. But I digress. I look forward to hearing the latest about your progress. The latest news about your progress. I have no doubt that the completion of your project will change the world, and knowing you, it will certainly be for the better. Huh. That I have had a part to play in this fills me with deep joy and satisfaction. Perhaps one day they shall write about us. I can see it now. The Oracle and the Visionary, a titillating tale of two thinkers and their thoroughly thought-provoking theories. On second thought, perhaps simply the Oracle and the Visionary will suffice. Eagerly awaiting your response, your friend Vitor. P.S. It is good that I forgot to send this after it dried. Ulurask would be very cross with me if I did not relay once more that he is, and I quote, rather looking forward to giving Sargamus's oversized animat a proper thrashing if he ever gets it functional. Oh, that Ulurask. Until next time, my friend. Animat. So this Vitor, I assume he's from Fior, because that's where they practice animancy, has given him a bunch of equipment in order to animate his thing. And this other guy says, I want to fight it. Okay, well, he's planning to animate that thing, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, these purple lanterns are some kind of energy source. Except they're not turned on yet all the way, because I guess he's missing the splinter. Very interesting.
I am glad to see you again.
Don't have the splinter.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your return, brother?
I should go.
Of
Shit.
course.
Okay.
Explore to your heart. Go with
Okay. So he's not going to tell me anything new. I thought maybe I could say something about the. Yeah, I'm not going to touch that. I thought he could tell me something about the animat and what he's actually trying to do here. I think it's pretty obvious. Okay, well, we are going to head through here. This is a barred door.
Reaching for something.
Yeah, roots clogging up the tunnel.
I think we can swim through.
Oh man, we're gonna swim? Okay. Let's go. A book. Clay tablet. inscribed with a flowing vertical script in a language you've never seen before. Ilhaziza Yezwa Luyedes. Wow. Okay. Can check that later. Hold on. Can't interact with any of this stuff. Another entrance there. They're watching me swim around, like, what is this idiot doing? So I assume I can go up there, but I actually want to break this down first. Oh, hello. Wow, look at this. Oh, and that's a big spider. A repository for a lot of knowledge here. Okay, I think I'm going to save it right here, and we're going to pick up here where we left off next time. I'm enjoying this game. I love dissecting more and more about the world. It's so awesome. And we're going to get into some fights, I think, in this temple. Man, that huge golem gets animated, and I don't know what's going to happen. We might have to fight it, but I will see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Peace.